Tailors in my blood. Sewing was a natural thing in our family. Most of the men were tailors. My grandfather, then his sons, all the ladies seamstresses as well. I was 7 years old when I began to sew. My mother learned at age 6. I knew then this was my birthright to hold. At 14 years old, everything changed. Sewing became my pastime. My siblings, which numbered a dozen, kept me busy. From altering hand-me-downs to making new clothes, I began to create my own style. Taking regular slacks and converting those into fashion staples, bell-bottoms were the trend. I learned all I could from homemaking classes at school, which started my obsession then. For the longest time, sewing was my passion, my first job out of high school, the last before I wed. I took it with me into my days in teatro, making costumes for Chicano Arts Theater, among some more. Late in my 50s, I worked with a production at Guadalupe Cultural Arts, the pinnacle of my theater work, an honor which had escaped me before. As I began my family, my sewing was as prolific as ever. I made wedding gowns for friends and family. I altered my family's garments regularly. Everything came in my door. Suit coats with too long sleeves, slacks that needed shortening. I tapered shirts for that cholo look to match the 3/4 sleeves on the shirts my brother wore. Clothing for my little ones was a personal joy to me. My dolls wore one-of-a-kind fashion, even through college. My sons wore their school uniforms in singular style, dressed in handmade shirts to their liking, and suited gala threads with my sweat and tears. It took a familiar twist when I took pleasure in costume design for each Halloween celebration. This tradition continued till as parents they made costumes for their own through the years. More than my own children grew up at my side. Every niece or nephew sat on my lap as I created magic on my machine. Those were the lessons I passed on. When my hands betrayed me, I hung up my shears. After faring several surgeries, I knew it was time to stop. I passed my machine, my trove of notions and gadgets, the abandoned garments which I had done. So the heritage goes on. My daughter stepped into the shoes I left empty. She wears well that mantle, which spans generations. I choose to revel in each gem she creates.